So obviously that's no helmet, no shoes. He might be a member of the gang. But what really intrigues me is the temporary plate. There's simply not enough digits there.
Sabi ko, bakit ganun yung ginawa niya sa plaka niya? Taga Manila daw kasi siya, inaano niya yung nagkontak.
And they just flagged down one more rider, same thing, slippers, no helmet, same with the passenger. Someone actually arrived for this motorcycle, but he's either unable or unwilling to show a license. So that's why it's still being impounded. I don't know if he's actually the driver because he was mentioning his brother, and they just flagged down this motorcycle. The violation would be slippers, excess passenger, no helmet, and possibly the Children's Safety on Motorcycle Act. This is what I hate to see with the child standing on the front of the motorcycle. And they just flagged down that rider, no helmet unfortunately. So many no helmets today. Sometimes it really depends on the area. And they just flagged down this motorcycle. There was a lady driver and then a young schoolgirl on the back with no helmet. The lady has disappeared. I don't know why. Maybe she left her license at home or something. So that gentleman that just arrived said that the one riding it was his daughter and she doesn't have a driver's license. The enforcers are now writing out tickets to these jeepneys parked here. They often convert this sidewalk and this general area into a terminal. They have been advised before not to do it, but pretty much every time the MMDA come through. And what the drivers do is they jump in and they move the jeeps forward, but it's too late by the time the MMDA already saw you. Thankfully today everyone was able to show a license. In a previous encounter here, one of the drivers wasn't able to show a license and they ended up impounding the jeepney. According to the enforcer, the jeepney driver said there's no passengers at the terminal up ahead and that's why they make a terminal here. The thing is, passengers will go wherever you are, right? If there's no jeepneys here, they will be forced to use the proper terminal. If I remember correctly, they already ticketed that one a couple of weeks ago. See that school child walking in the road? Anyway, that car now it's been ticketed, has to leave and clear the sidewalk. It is meant to be a sidewalk, not a garage. They just flagged down that rider there, no helmets. The crazy thing is he just took a helmet out of his box, so he does have at least one. Anyway, he handed over the license to the enforcer and he's writing out the ticket now. The passenger that also didn't have a helmet is already left. And they stopped another two motorcycles over here. Unfortunately, no helmets. I don't know why a lot of people are willing to ride without a helmet. It's just too dangerous in my opinion. And not just for the rider, but even for everyone else. Let's say you're driving a car and you hit a rider that's not wearing a helmet and he dies. You will be arrested for reckless imprudence, even though a helmet might have saved his life. The MMDA were looking to ticket these two motorcycles parked on the sidewalk. Actually one more over here as well. Don't know if he's really going to try and ride away without a helmet. It's not only MC though. You can see they did pull this car off the sidewalk. And in fact there are also two motorcycles that got picked up from the sidewalk at the same time as that car. There are a lot of signs along this road that say no parking, tollway zone. Most of the jeepney drivers already came running out. So as long as they can show a license, it's only a ticket. Thankfully, all of the drivers have been able to show licenses, so that's good. At least they don't have to impound their vehicles. They just flagged down this motorcycle. Both the driver and passenger are wearing bicycle helmets. Very heavy penalty for that. Looks like he does have a license at least. Here's one lane that's been lost to motorcycles, tricycles, e-trikes, cars, converted to a permanent garage for people that live here by the looks of it. Of course, the difficulty with the e-trikes is they usually don't have any plate and they usually don't have any license. Anyway, the enforcers are starting to write out tickets. I assume that pretty much all of the drivers are going to come out. They have operated here several times in the past, so everyone would be aware that it's not allowed to park here. Of course, there are a lot of signs also. You see everyone's going to try and move their vehicle before they get ticketed or towed. This is also where you'll see a lot of people counterflowing, and then they always say, oh, Jan Lang. The notorious Jan Lang gang. That's the thing, right? People keep buying cars, they keep buying motorcycles, but they don't invest in parking spaces. They don't want to give up any space for parking. A driver already arrived for the red one, handed over his license, took a ticket, and now the other one is going up. I guess there must be no driver for this one. And I know it's kind of far away, but I just spotted them picking up that car. It was parked on the corner. Obviously, when you park on a corner, it makes it difficult and dangerous for other drivers to take the turn.